Hey, welcome to another episode of Squeezy Sport. And in tonight's episode, I'm joined by Zweli and
Yo,
Shiva. What's
How's it
happening,
going?
kids?
what's up, guys? How you guys doing?
I know
Well,
we
good.
well.
I'm very good.
Of course you're very good. Of course you're very good. I'm not good. I'm sad.
Yeah, dude. And look, I'm surprised you're not even wearing your Liverpool jersey, Shiva. Like, this is a
Oh,
perfect
it's
episode
cold,
to
guys.
put
I'm wearing a
on
real
now.
jersey.
No, like on top of your sweater. I mean, like this is the perfect time to flex on us. Tell us how amazing your team is, man.
for me,
I don't need a Liverpool shirt for that.
for me,
Oh
Shiva
yeah,
doesn't need to wear it because him entering the game, he already knew he's gonna win. So even e-
yeah. Let's
even
be
getting the
honest.
yeah, even getting the 4-0, it was going to happen. You know.
Be
Look,
honest.
okay,
Shiva.
yeah, let's
Like
be
my
honest.
big. Yo, so sorry. You go. You can go.
When I saw your lineup and I saw five at the back, because let's be honest, it wasn't a three at the back, it was a five at the back, and then
Hmm.
um, Matic and Pogba. And we know Pogba can be good when he's surrounded by players to do the dirty work for him. And
Hmm.
I saw Bruno had a free role and Rashford up front. I thought you guys were gonna sit back, and then Rashford and Elanga were gonna like drag out defenders wide, and I thought that was the plan. And I'm like, this is not gonna be easy. I thought, look, I thought we would still win. But I thought it would be tough, like how we struggle against like the Burnleys, those type of teams. I thought that was your plan. In the end, though, I only caught the first half because Escom didn't want me to watch
Aish.
Thiago for another 45 minutes. I think they thought
Woo.
that would be just spoiling me. So they
Yeah.
decided to cut me out. Um, but yeah, man, everything that boy touched was just
Mm.
perfection.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I'm so happy we can finally all agree on that. He got a lot of stick playing in the six that year where we had no defenders and people thought he was a waste of money, but nah, not a chance.
Not a
Not
Yeah.
a
chance, bro.
chance.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
I
yeah.
want
So
I want to go back to the formation, man. Like the first big LOL that I have is when Sky Sports did a combined 11 and there weren't any Manchester United players in that team. Our formation, when I saw it on paper, like you said, Shavar, I already knew that there was going to be five at the back. We tried to do some weird game plan where we'd have wing backs, but they weren't actually going up and down; they were sitting.
Yeah,
And sorry,
that
yeah,
was
and
weird because it was Wan Bissaka was the one who was playing midfield, like
yeah,
as the
yeah.
winger, and
mm,
Dallo was the fullback. Like shouldn't it be the other way around.
Yeah,
mm.
yeah, it was very weird. I honestly don't know what's happening at you. Actually, I do know. I don't think we were a football team. I don't think we trained together. I don't think we're tactically aware at all. When Hannibal came on, you saw a bit of intensity from the kid. No one had that intensity. But I will say this: everybody's talking about how bad Manchester is, and they're forgetting how good Liverpool is. Liverpool are literally in another league. They're literally in its Champions League. You know, they're literally in another league. So well done,
Yeah.
Shavar. Well done, Liverpool.
Well,
Star performance. I hope you guys win the league. I'm not gonna joke.
yeah,
I
yeah, yeah,
also hope
yeah,
we win the league. To be
yeah.
honest with
Relax,
you,
relax
I
with that.
also
Please.
really hope we win the league.
So
Really,
X, wait, X,
calm the
X. Who
fuck
should win the
down.
league? Who should win the league?
Hey,
X.
man. Ish. Bro, I'd rather have City because Liverpool are gonna equal 20, dog. We're gonna have the exact same number of titles, bro.
This is
And
It
like
is what
me
it is.
saying I'd
X.
rather want Everton to win the league than United. I'm just glad both you guys are chilling, not really doing anything.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, and just to add on to what Zweli was saying, for me, guys, effort,
Yeah,
like teams like West Ham came to Anfield, lost,
hmm
but 1-0.
that's my one.
Brighton, Brighton came there.
yeah,
They drew, I think, with you guys, but like you could
2-2.
see that Brighton
That was a tough game.
and
Yeah,
and as well, bro. Even pressing, Shava. I feel like with pressing, you don't even need to be a superstar. You don't need superstars to press as a unit. So for me, it all
yeah.
goes down to the attitude of the players. Personally,
You
people
need
out here are busy saying Ryan Nick, but to me, I just saw 11 spoiled brats who just don't care. They just
Very
don't give a
true.
fuck. They know that they're rich, they're getting paid. a lot of money. I mean, it's for me. I was just so upset by that we weren't even trying, bruh. Like, yes, Liverpool are an amazing team, but there are teams that we are ahead of that don't concede 9 goals in 2 games against Liverpool, bro.
Yeah,
But we all of a sudden we conceding that amount of goals, bro. Like, really, like it
It
just
wasn't
shows
the
you, bro.
goals for me. It
And as
wasn't
well,
the
bro.
goals for me.
And as well, I even like last week I was defending uh Reinik when I was speaking to Sihle because he's against Reinik and everything. Whereas with me, I think Reinik speaks the truth. He speaks what's on my mind, and he isn't afraid to express himself accordingly, you know. And everything he says he backs it up, you know. He doesn't just say, this guy is bad. He comes up with facts, you know. And I was telling Sihle that the first game when Reinik took over, that was the only time I saw United press as a unit. It was
yeah,
against Crystal Palace. We controlled that game. We won 1-0, but we controlled it. We weren't under any immense pressure. And even against Norwich, really, whenever we lose the ball, we are under immense pressure. It's as if
yeah,
guys don't know what they're doing whenever they lose the ball. That's why, for me, I knew, bruh, that Liverpool were gonna pipe us. I even sent Shiva a text saying, just don't make it 5-0.
Well, you got
And
your wish.
yeah, but it could have been more. In my opinion, you guys were meant to even score way more goals, bro. But
yeah,
like,
Yeah.
I just felt like you guys felt like, especially Salah. Salah could have had another hat trick if he wanted. Could have
yeah.
had 2 hat tricks in 2 fixtures against United. I don't think that's ever been done
Never
before,
happened.
you know.
Yeah,
But like, yeah, man, for me, it goes down to how our players just don't care. And bruh, like it hurts for me, bruh. It really does. It does hurt. I won't lie to you, really. I know you cool about it, but I was upset, bro. When I saw Thiago, Thiago was on fire, bro. That was
bro,
It's the
Bayern
most
Munich
amazing
Thiago,
thing I've
bro.
seen.
bro. Thiago was
Bro,
controlling 21 men by himself, bro.
dude,
Controlled the
and
whole
I'm
field.
telling you now, Shiva, you guys, the Thiago of old is back. He's back,
Yeah,
you know, like he's back. You guys are
He
now
never
in the
left. See, in
yeah, no,
my opinion, he never
yeah.
left.
No, no, I
He
meant to
was playing out of position, and
yeah,
he was settling into a new team. But even playing at 6, like the deepest of all the midfielders, we could see it. We could see it.
bro.
He's been my favorite player since he signed.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
yesterday was just,
yeah, yeah.
you know, crown or the
Exactly.
jewel in the crown.
I'm just saying from what I can like. You are right. He was getting played out of position, and as well, the injuries were also another thing that were
Mm.
holding him back a bit. So it's great to see him fully fit and playing a lot of games. And another thing is really just to add on fitness. We Liverpool have. I even told
I
Shiva
said
this
this though.
morning. These guys have played. Actually, you guys are in 4 tournaments because I'll count Carabao Cup because you guys won it at the end of the day. So you
Yeah,
were in,
they're going for the quadruple, dog.
my G, and then
Let's
our
not say the
players,
Q word. Let's not say
yeah.
the Q word.
I think you're gonna win it.
Let's
Yeah.
not say the Q word.
Guys, really talk, relax, man.
Let's
You got
just focus on Brighton tonight
yes.
and leave the
Which
rest up to
which team
Yeah.
can stop Liverpool right now?
Man,
City.
City, bro, because City don't need to play Liverpool anymore, bro. And their fixtures, I feel like they aren't as hectic. Are they left? Is there any? I don't think there's any big six.
They
City.
have, I think they have Wolves. Wolves
Ah,
generally get a number over them,
yeah,
and then listen
they
to
do.
this: the last day of the season, City's last game is against a certain Steven Gerrard's Aston Villa.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh,
I saw
snap!
that.
That
But
that could be. Look, I'm
yeah,
not gonna say it, but we know what that could be. Like,
yeah,
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 oh,
yeah, yeah, yeah. But just back to the fitness, bros. Really, like our players are so like the injuries that we've had. You know, it just shows you how we have such a poor medical team. You know that we're not playing a lot of fixtures, not playing as many games as Liverpool are, but
yeah,
majority of Liverpool squad is fully fit, bro. You know, Klopp is just rotating. At times he's playing Jota, at times he's playing Diaz. I mean, Diaz just arrived in Jan and he's already scored against Man United, which is incredible. But like,
yeah,
yeah, man, for me that as well, bro. Like, it's just so strange. Even how Pogba got off like after 8 minutes, you know, It's as if our players aren't used to playing at a high intensity, bro. And that's part of the
They
reasons
can't.
why, man. When the new manager comes through, I just feel like top at the top level, like the Glazers just need to just humble themselves and realize that the last 10 years have been a failure. We need to move in a different direction, and we need to bring in footballing people who've
Yeah,
actually done it before, who have done it at the highest level, who have a CV where they can say, you see, this team, I'm the reason why they bought this player. I'm the reason why they bought this player. I'm the
yeah,
reason why. We need that sort of thing. We mustn't hire, especially your Gary Neville's of this world and these guys. I really have beef with them, like major beef. I just don't like our legends at all, especially the
yeah.
British ones. I like the ones that are offshore, your Berbatovs of this world, your
I mean,
RVPs.
well,
Yeah,
Scholes tells the truth, dog. Scholes doesn't hide anything. He
yeah,
tells the
yeah.
truth.
Yeah, but the thing is that my problem is that they never use tactics. They never use a tactical approach whenever they explain.
Yeah,
Yeah, they don't use any tactics. It's only the foreign
Yeah, it's all
pundits that
emotional.
actually use tactics, bro. Only
they
the
talk
Yeah,
about
foreign one.
passion.
Yeah,
They talk about what I would have
yeah.
done, how I
you
would have
see,
shouted at this guy,
How it
you
was
see
back
how
then.
I would
Yeah,
have
how I would have
worked.
kicked
Like,
Salah. You see,
I'm surprised Gary Neville doesn't want to go with a flat 4-4-2 every single game, have one big striker and one small striker, and
yeah.
yeah,
I
just
yeah,
think
try to,
I think
yeah,
the
ruin like how England were ruined.
yeah, yeah. It's really,
I think the world over, or the world knows of how Jurgen Klopp has come with the system, and the players that he buys fit into the system so perfectly and adapt to that system. Um, like you said earlier, Shavar, that when Thiago was being played out of position, we couldn't see the best of him, but then eventually he went back to his position and he's shining. When Diaz came, it almost looked like he's been there for about 4 years.
bro.
Like there was no difference. People complain about your aging wingers, Salah, Mane. You guys are fine. You got Jota. So I really respect Jurgen Klopp, bro. I respect that man so much, dog. And I now I'm gonna look on the other side. I don't think I've said this many, many times. I don't think we train. I think we come to Carrington Road and we just take pictures and then we go home. There's no tactical. I'm serious, Shavar. There's no
Yeah,
tactical awareness. There's no game plan. It was so obvious that Thiago was running the game from the 5th minute.
woo.
Pogba was gone. We didn't
Ah,
change. We could have
yeah,
had one player track Thiago the whole game. It didn't happen. Thiago
I
was
mm,
thought,
falling deep. Nothing.
yeah. So I thought Matic tried that. I thought Matic
yeah,
tried to sit on Thiago for like a brief period, and then Thiago dropped deep, and Matic is like, I don't want to pass the halfway line. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
exactly.
sit back, and then Thiago picks out this pass. I think it was either Trent or Henderson on the right hand side, and I'm like, oh my god, how does he do that? Because it,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looked like he was going, like the body shape was like he was gonna go square, and all of a sudden the
yeah.
ball just goes straight. Yo,
Whoa.
when I
And
saw that,
and
I'm like, guys, this game is
yeah,
over.
and as well, who's this guy? Thiago exposed Henderson, guys. Like I was watching like the extended highlights again. As far as when you talk about ball manipulation, ball control, like you could see the difference between the two players. One player is up there, while the other is okay.
Look,
It's okay.
I'm gonna
But
come to
like,
Henderson's defense here.
yeah,
The
I know you're
first
gonna
one of
come.
the
Yeah,
first things, one of the
yeah,
first things you said in this podcast was pressing and
yeah.
pressing as a unit.
Hmm.
Henderson is that unit for us.
Yeah,
It all okay, it doesn't start with him, but he's the engine behind it. He's the guy making sure that Fabinho stays when someone goes. He's the guy when Trent is gone, he's tucking in. Everyone talks about Henderson, his first touch is not great. He doesn't pick out absolute peach of a pass, which he can do.
he can.
You
He
need to give
did.
him a bit of time on the
He
ball. He
did at
can't
Old
do what
Trafford.
Thiago does, but
I mean,
yeah, yeah. He did.
yeah,
Yeah. He had an assist, didn't he?
yo, bro, that,
Yeah,
that was a world class
yeah.
assist, bro.
But
Outside of his
look,
foot.
he had
Yeah,
time on the ball and he could do that. So the ability is there. It's not on Thiago's level. I'm not saying that. He is not
yeah,
technically he's not world class, but physically he has his injuries, but he's world class physically. And up here, mentally,
Yeah.
that man
Yeah.
is an absolute rock. And that's
Agreed.
why. Firstly, that's why he's captain of probably the best team in Europe right now.
I think
Number
the best
two
team in the world,
at
man.
most. No, number two at least. Um, and that's why he gets picked every single week. The team is built around him. He is. I think we have three players that are very very important, more important than everybody else, and those three players are Van Dijk, Fabinho, and Henderson. If we have two of those three players, we generally win games.
Yeah.
Oh
We
yeah.
can
Yeah.
chop
I know
and
that's
change
true.
everywhere else. Um,
That's true.
but yeah,
That's true.
Henderson,
Yeah, I know.
he's our captain. And if you guys had a Jordan Henderson, it doesn't matter what, you wouldn't see what we saw last night.
Yeah,
I
we
want to
wouldn't.
talk
We
about that.
wouldn't.
I want to talk
Yeah.
about that. I want to talk about personnel, man. I feel like
Mm-hmm.
a good what now 8 years, 5 years, our buying has just been ridiculous. It has been aimless. It has been without purpose. It has been without a long-term goal. We bought Ahmad Diallo. I think he's playing. Where is Ahmad right now?
He's
He's
at
playing.
Rangers and he's eating bench.
He's eating bench. We bought Fakunda. He's at Alaves. He's eating bench. We, we
Mm-hmm.
we just buy players because we've got the money. Whereas when you look at Liverpool, I was having this chat with Aaron the other day that
Yeah.
the depth that Liverpool has and the squad rotation that Klopp is doing helps the team so much because I think it was December. You guys had no injuries. I think it was only Thiago who was out, and that's amazing. And Thiago came back and shining.
Yeah.
Klopp is something else, man. He's figured out the Premier League. He's figured out players, managing and coaching. That's very tough. That's Sir Alex Ferguson level management right there. And I really respect your coach. And once again, I think Liverpool is the best team in the world, guys. I'm not joking.
Yeah, that I won't even argue with you
I
about, bro.
honestly
Like,
think that. And I hate your team, Shabba.
and
I
and they
hate your
more
team.
the
Guys,
and then as well, they're also the most efficient team, bro. Like
Yeah,
Liverpool, they
yep.
don't mess up any chance. Even against City,
clinical.
when you guys played them in the league, you guys had two chances, you buried them clean,
Two
finishes.
goals.
2 goals. You see, where City had Jesus, who for me I think is rather overrated, but he's not someone who finishes his food. So I agree with you, Zoeli, bro. Like
Yeah.
it'll be interesting to see how Unai Emre is gonna, you know, you
Good
know,
evening.
yeah, good evening is gonna
no, guys,
perform
do
against
not
them.
do not take Villarreal lightly. Like
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
beat
Not at all,
Juventus,
eh?
they beat Bayern Munich. Um,
yeah,
I'm I'm not gonna say we're gonna beat them. No,
yeah,
that's gonna be tough. We
I
know he's a
mean,
good manager,
I
dude.
think
yeah.
you'll beat them.
He took Arsenal to a Europa League final.
True,
Yeah.
true.
Arsenal,
Liverpool, though.
right? No,
Liverpool.
but he
This is
took
Liverpool.
Arsenal to a Europa
Yo,
League final.
Respect,
Then
respect.
I think
Yeah,
the season after that, he took Villarreal to a Europa League final.
the final. Yeah,
and then they won. They
Yeah,
beat
I'm
yeah.
us.
I'm not gonna say against
They
who.
beat
Say
us.
I'm not
it.
gonna say against who.
Say it, Shaba, bro. Don't be scared.
No, you guys can say it. It sounds better when you guys say it.
Well,
On the
well,
transfer thing, I was actually having a conversation with someone
Mm,
the other day. It might have been last week sometime. The last great signing, or the last good signing that United made was Robin van Persie.
yeah,
agreed.
that's true, bro. I know it's true, Zweli, bro.
Who?
It's true, bro.
Okay,
Think
look,
about it.
Bruno Fernandes looked world class when he joined, and now just
Hey,
But he's playing
yo,
with cows,
Matic.
man.
Matic also looked world class when he joined, and then
so he's right,
every
Shaba.
single who got better?
Yeah, that's
Who
true.
got
I
better?
was about to say. I was
Fred,
about to add on to what you're saying
Ah,
now. That
Fred
our
got better.
players come. Oh, sorry.
like he was a
I was just
50
saying,
million
Fred got
pound
better.
midfielder. He was a 50 million pound midfielder when you bought him, and he looked like a 50 million pound midfielder when you bought him. He looked like the guy that was going to replace Fernandinho. Now he looks decent.
Yeah,
You know, yeah. I'll like good. He's good. You'll have him in midfield. He'll keep things going. He's fine. He's fine. That's Fred. He's fine. He's
yeah.
like
He's
there
okay.
isn't.
Yeah,
What example can I give? There isn't this fancy mayonnaise, but tomato sauce is fine. That's Fred.
yeah,
Tomato sauce.
But
It's
which
fine.
brand? All Gold, Heinz.
Nah,
Where
not
is
all
it?
gold. Not all gold. No, no, not 36. Maybe just 25.
Oh, but I think with Fred is those type of players that excel when you put him next to someone who's better than him. When you see him for the Seleção for
Dude,
Brazil,
all
he
of your
plays
players are that
well.
type of player.
That's
Yeah,
true.
All of your players are that
yeah,
type
yeah,
of
yeah,
player.
yeah, yeah,
Okay, we've
yeah.
spoken about Pogba about
Hey, I
every
know.
single time we speak to each other. But
Yeah.
even Maguire is that type of player. Even
Hmm.
Varane is that type of player. You thought
True.
Varane would be the big defender.
Nope. Injury
Remember when
prone.
I said you guys have two Rio Ferdinands and not a Rio Ferdinand and a Nemanja Vidic? This is what
Right.
I meant. You need that one defender. And then whoever's next to him, whether it's Maguire, whether it's Varane, I think your defense would improve. It's not the big name. Look
Yeah.
at Johnny Evans.
Yeah.
Johnny Evans is doing very well at Leicester.
Very.
He's the big defender. And the guy next to Johnny Evans always looks like a top class defender.
Yeah.
That's why you guys spent 80 million on him.
Fuck that guy. I hate that guy. I don't want to talk about it.
I don't. Yeah.
What I do
My
want to talk
favorite,
about, yeah,
What's up?
my favorite part in the whole game was you could see the game plan was to press, but you could also see some players were so uncomfortable with it. And I think I might be wrong. It could have just been a chance, but I think it was the first goal. Maguire pressed, Matic pressed, and everybody else dropped back. And then the two guys, Trent and
Salah.
Trent and Salah on the right hand side were like, "Oh, hey, this is free real estate."
Yeah.
Half the team was up. Well, not half the team. Maguire and Matic pressed. I think that was also when Thiago dropped deep. Maguire and Matic pressed. The other two centre backs dropped, and then everybody's just like, "Cool, shot and goal."
yeah.
Yes, really. We're gonna say something.
I just think we need a format button at Manchester United, and I think the revolution has begun.
Yeah.
We fired our head of global scouting, and I forgot who else.
Yeah,
And
these guys
the
need to go.
scouting
Bro.
guy, and who else, man? Give me a second, guys. I forgot.
Yeah, I
Oh,
don't know
we fired
what
our head of scouting and our chief scout, Manchester United's chief scout. So the revolution might begin if Eric Ten Hag comes with his own team of coaching staff. Maybe things will look better. But let's go with this X. Let's do
All
this.
right.
Let's do this.
Yeah, guys. I just wanted us to have a fun exercise. Just switch it up a bit. Of course, since this platform is owned by a United spectator, we're gonna talk about United players. Shiva, I don't think you have any issues at your club as to who to keep. So that's part of the reasons why
I want to
I'm
keep
like,
them all.
yeah, exactly. You see. So let's start off with let me David De Gea. Would
Okay,
you guys
let me ask this
keep
question. Let me ask this question
Yeah.
before we start. What's your target for next season?
as in top 4?
Okay, so but now you can't just say our target is top 4 and
Yeah.
then finish 4th and then just do nothing the next season and finish 6th again. You got to say we want to be
And win-
consistently top 4, right?
Yeah, exactly, bro. Comfortably in top 4. And
Yeah,
as
okay.
well, also compete, Shiva. Because with me, bro, I
Right,
just want to
right.
see
No, I get you.
improvement and compete. And it's like with you guys when Klopp came in. Yes, there were those odd hiccups, those odd games where you guys lost, but you could see the direction. You could see that this team is improving. This team is now beginning to knock on serious doors. So that's what I want us to do. I'm not saying that we're gonna win everything. Of course, that's highly impossible. But
Yeah,
you
just want a team that
Yeah,
competes. Like I
exactly.
think in Klopp's first season, we lost to Burnley or something, or one
Yeah.
of those nothing clubs, and then the next game we turned around and absolutely hammered City.
You see what I'm saying? So,
That's kind of okay. No, I get you. I
and you
get you.
guys
You don't want
also
your
got
team
to the
rolling
Europa
over,
League final. I mean, what
and
he got you
the League
guys.
Cup final.
You see what I'm saying? So you see there was direction. You could see that, he's knocking on doors. And then you guys reach Champions League final.
And then we got to the
And
Champions League
you
final.
won. And then from there, the rest is history. Okay, so we're gonna start off with David. David De Gea as well. Do you think
Can I
David
can I
is gonna
I just
stay?
can I have a disclaimer before we start? I'm sorry, Eggs.
Yeah,
I want
yeah.
I want all these men to get the fuck out my club. But let's go. David De Gea.
Yeah.
Now who do you want to keep? Who do you, okay, let's go. Let's go.
Okay, fine. For me, I think the hair is on the edge only because Ten Hag rates Dean Henderson. There was a time where he wanted to sign Dean Henderson. I think it was in 2020. And that's only because Dean Henderson can, of course, use his feet. The hair's issue is that he can't play out from the back. Yes, he's a great shot stopper. But nowadays, Allison, Edison, which other goalkeeper is good? Even Sanchez from Brighton, good on his feet. Like modern day goalkeepers need to. Now it's a prerequisite now. You have to know how to use your feet. And that's the reason why I think David is in trouble a bit. Ten Hag might just say, "Hey, bruh, like if you don't clear this properly, like Joe Hart. Remember how Joe Hart was replaced? Like
Yeah.
Pep told him, bro, you don't have the facilities for this big man. So hit the road.
I
And
think
then
he's
you,
perfect.
Shova, as a spectator, as a person who at times watches
Okay,
the team.
I'm a
Yeah,
Spain fan, right?
yeah,
I support Spain. David De Gea is my international goalkeeper.
yeah,
He is very, very good when he's facing a lot of shots a lot of the time.
And he's
When
called
he
upon.
has to make one save a game and he's doing nothing else the whole game, that's when he looks really, really average. And I'm saying that as someone who's meant to be supporting this guy. I've seen him look really, really average playing for Spain because of what you said. He doesn't like to play out from the back,
yeah,
and when he's not like a batsman, you want to get your eye in. When he doesn't
yeah.
have his eye in, he doesn't look like the David De Gea at United. Um,
Yeah.
but I think it would be silly to get rid of him.
Yeah.
I
I mean
think
he's
he's
old. He's old.
Yeah, but as well as Welly, bro, I feel like De Gea from a leadership standpoint, bro, this
yeah.
guy has won the Premier League title. People
Sorry,
forget
my
that.
headsets are about to die.
Yeah, De Gea was part of the team that won. He's won almost every besides Champions League. He's won Carabao, he's won the league, he's won FA Cup.
Yeah.
So this guy actually he remembers the old United. He remembers how the dressing room was. That's why in press conferences he's very honest whenever
Yeah.
he's called upon to speak. Unlike someone who always runs away when it's time for him to speak, and that's why I don't get how he's captain. But anyway, okay.
I just
So
think where
okay.
your club is, you need
Yeah,
to keep him.
yeah,
For me, he's strongly keep. Strongly
yeah.
keep. It would be silly to get rid.
All right, Zweli, you
I'm leaving him on edge. Guys, I'm
okay?
not joking. Everybody has to leave here. Have you seen how bad our team is? But anyway, I
Anyway,
think
man.
on edge is perfect.
All right, and then Paul, of course, he's out because
GTFO.
Yeah,
What?
yeah, because
Paul.
his contract is running out, bro.
Nah.
He's running. Yeah,
He's had enough chances. He's had enough
Yeah.
chances to prove that he's world class. He hasn't done it.
Yeah.
Labio. Oh.
Yeah, the thing
Nah.
is that Labio, bro,
It's
his
the Henderson
legacy-
argument.
Yeah,
It's the
so-
Henderson argument. Would you rather have someone doing 10 step overs and then going nowhere, or someone making one tackle and starting a counter attack?
I'd obviously want the one tackle, but let us
Yeah.
not forget who Paul Pogba is. He's playing in a team that doesn't have a system, that literally doesn't have a coach.
You guys have been building your team around Paul Pogba for what, 6 years now?
We have
Come on. Every year
I'm
I'm
not around
hearing
Pogba.
about how you guys are making a signing and that's going to release Paul Pogba. And we're still having this argument. No, guys. James
I just
Milner
think
broke
that
the
you have the
Champions
wrong
League assist
team.
record playing at left back. And you guys are
Exactly,
talking
bro.
about Paul Pogba and how great he is and how he just needs a defensive
Bro,
midfielder
If
and all of this.
listen,
What
listen,
you-
listen.
Let me tell you what's going to happen, right? If Paul Pogba stays, you guys are going to buy a Declan Rice. You're going to put him next to Paul Pogba, and we're going to hear about how that's going to release Paul Pogba and how he's going to be great, and he's going to have one great game at the start of the season, and then he's not going to have another good game for another 4 months.
Yeah. I agree with Sihle. I think the next club this man is going to is where he'll shine.
What?
It's
What's
just
he gonna
unfortunate.
shine? He's
He's
parking
gonna
his
shine.
boots.
No, bro,
Nah,
Shiva. He's gonna
Shabazz is
I,
be.
nothing
I
like
don't.
Pogba. Pogba's
A
a
I
lot
don't
of
star.
see it.
people don't like Pogba,
I
bro.
don't see
Pogba's
it.
a star.
Look, I'm gonna
Yeah,
say this. In terms of talent and natural ability, he
yeah,
probably is the play. Okay, Ronaldo say with like number two on the list, right? Even in our club, he'd be up there on natural ability. It's
yeah.
not enough.
All
But
right.
how do
No,
we
right.
get the most out of him? Because our club has no system. We literally
It's
have no coach.
it's been
He said
6 years.
himself in multiple press conferences that he doesn't know where to play at Manchester United.
It's
So
been
it's tricky
six
to
years.
it's tricky to be very
I know.
critical of a player like that.
I yeah, it's really talk like I've been protecting Paul. I know Shiva is not a Paul Pogba fan. Hey,
I
Shiva.
can hear
I
that. I
look.
can hear
I
Yeah,
that.
think I think he's brilliant, right? When he gets the ball and he looks up, he's that one guy that can absolutely split a defense, right, with one pass. But why doesn't he do it more often?
it's hard when you're playing with Maguire, bro. Shiva.
Or
But anyway,
Scott McTominay
oh
and
Scott
Fred
McTominay,
and
bro.
fucking
Okay,
silly
right.
players.
Yeah, the list
But then
goes
if you're
on,
the
man.
senior guy, but then if you're
Yeah,
the senior guy, why are you not? Thank you, Sitle. Why are you not putting your hand up and saying, I'm going to be the guy to make the difference? Why do you want someone else to put their hand up and then you'll just say, cool, now things are swimming smoothly again. I can
yeah.
start performing. Why are you not the guy that's digging deep? I,
Five
I
minutes
just
ago,
I
we were
don't
talking about
rate him.
how David De Gea has been there and has seen everything that's happened. Let us not forget what Paul Pogba has done for our
He's a
club.
goalkeeper.
When we won the
Didn't he make
Europa
like
League,
12 saves against Arsenal or something?
Yo, De Gea has a list of incredible
Yeah,
no,
moments.
he listen,
That's
he's
listen. What
why
I'm
had his
saying is,
moments.
that's why when it comes to legacy, De Gea's legacy is solidified at the club. My memory
Mhm.
of De Gea
agreed,
will always be positive. Whereas
agreed.
unfortunately, as much as I love Paul, bro, but I just feel like his legacy at our club is not great at all. You
I
know,
And I
agree.
get it. I
yeah,
get
it's
the
not
love for
great at
Pogba.
all.
He
Yeah.
is technically he is superb. It's not
Hmm.
enough. It's
This
just not
man
enough
won us the
anymore.
Europa League. Least we
Yeah,
forget.
and he scored in the final. But that's the
Least
things
we
when
And
forget.
David
but
David
let's
was
let's also look at this. He also had someone who was a real leader with him in Zlatan
in
Ibrahimovic.
Zlatan.
Do
Yeah.
not forget Zlatan.
Yeah. And Zlatan, I mean, has come up clutch for United as well. That's why even with Zlatan, as much as his career was very short at United, but my memory of him was the what again, the Carabao Cup header against thingy was the Southampton. You know, when the chips were down, Sou- Southampton were all over us. The man came up clutch. You know, so for me, it's that even with David, bro. Like David's legacy is sealed. You know, and then Luke Shaw, guys.
Get the fuck out. I don't
Shiva,
rate any English. I don't rate any English player in this team.
he's really talked about the anger, man. The anger,
Now,
bro.
you know what we were talking about, right? Is that
Yeah,
our players lack consistency. Luke Shaw
yeah.
sometimes can be amazing, but then most of the time can be horrible. So for me personally, get the fuck up.
I cool. Do you want some Shiva?
I know.
You
No.
find it.
I'm looking at this team. Look, there's a couple of players that I'd take. I wouldn't start any of them, but
Yeah,
there's a couple that I'd take.
yeah,
Some even if you paid me, I wouldn't take them.
yeah.
A lot actually. Uh, yeah, I don't know.
All
I
right.
don't know. It's just so
It,
I'm thinking maybe a little bit further along here. If you sell him, how do you replace him? But if you're not thinking along those lines, are we thinking is this guy good enough to be playing for Man United?
yes. Yeah, that's how we
Nah,
thinking. Yeah,
I don't
yeah, yeah.
see it. I don't
Yeah,
see it.
yeah. And then Lindelof.
I'd
Not
keep him.
GTFO.
Are you
X,
for real, Shiva? Guys,
X, what would you do? What would you do?
okay, for me, because I'm also thinking of the next manager here, bro.
Yeah,
I feel that homeboy, who's this guy? Ten Hag,
Eric,
brother.
Dog.
I almost said Tuchel. Hey, dog, listen
that
to
would
me.
be a dream.
Yeah, yeah. But like you see, I just feel like this guy can improve. You know,
Yeah.
he can improve. You know, especially when you see him play for Sweden, bro. He's very solid for Sweden. And Sweden aren't as talented as United. However, they play as a unit. You know, so at least there, he's in a system where everyone knows what they need to do and everyone plays as one. So for me, I think this guy, I'd leave him on the edge. You know,
I'd keep him.
yeah, I personally would keep him there.
I'm
Decide,
looking
decide.
I'm looking at your for Sweden argument, and I'm
Yeah.
looking through the faces here, and I'm like, that applies to about 80% of these players.
Yeah, for
Mm,
the national country, all of them step up.
Yeah, why don't they step up for their clubs?
besides,
We all know
besides,
they're capable.
yeah, but
System,
I,
man.
I just feel the culture within our club is just way too toxic. I mean, I'm not
Well,
sure if you saw our interim manager's interview. He said that, bro, we need 6 to 10 players. We
take
need
10, dog. We need 10
Yeah,
new players.
we need to start afresh because right now, clearly, mentally, these guys aren't down for it. And it's all Gucci. I mean, I don't mind us starting again. Starting from afresh. And then
I'll
Rashford,
concede.
guys, where do you
Okay,
put?
can I just say, you guys are
Yeah,
looking at it from the inside. I'm looking at it from the outside. So maybe that's why my view is a little bit different. For me,
yeah,
there's also a little bit of a would I take him at Anfield type of question. And like De
yeah,
Gea, I would take him not ahead of Allison, but
yeah,
if we didn't have Allison and we had De Gea, I'm okay.
yeah.
Lindelof, I wouldn't. I wouldn't
You
want him
will.
anywhere near our squad. I think
And
our
then
four centre backs are better than him.
yeah, and then Rashford.
Send
Keep.
him out on loan.
I would
Just
keep Rashford because he's the only good PR that you guys are getting.
I'd send him out on loan.
Yeah, Xavier as well. I agree with you, bro. Like, I just feel like he needs to, go out a bit. Of course, the media has been on his neck for the long. Actually, no, not really. They actually protect Rashford.
They protect
Because he's
Rashford.
I'd say,
English.
I
I'd say
think
social
I
media.
think you
I'd say,
guys need that.
yeah, yeah. You,
And
you are right.
I think he's a good human being. I think he's a good human being.
Yeah,
I want to keep Marcus Rashford. If he was at Liverpool, he wouldn't start. He'd be our sixth best attacker. But I'd be happy that we have him.
yeah. And I think at Liverpool he'd excel. That system, club system, would suit him a lot, in my
He doesn't
opinion.
have
Yeah.
the touch. I don't think he has the touch, and I think his head is down. And so I don't think he'd excel, but he'd be better than Origi. I'd give him that.
All
And
right, all right,
Minamino.
I like Taki, but yeah, he'll be better than Taki.
all right. And then
Let's go.
Aaron
Let's go.
Wan-Bissaka.
Get the fuck out my club.
GTFO.
Yeah,
Get the
Aaron
fuck out my
Wan-Bissaka
club.
doesn't have the fundamentals, man. He just lacks the fundamentals, in my opinion.
Aaron would shine
Yeah.
at Atletico Madrid, where we defend all
Yes.
day.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Because even for Palace, that's the reason why his defensive stats were so great for Palace is because under Roy Hudson they actually
They used to
sat back
sit.
most of the time.
Yeah.
So when it's time for him to, when you play for a big team, you actually need to
That's
go
why I
up
don't
and
know why we bought him. We just buy players. Let's carry on. Let's carry on before I get
Okay.
emotional and cry. And,
all right. Phil Jones, of course.
you know, he must.
Yeah.
I say keep him just for the beams. Come on.
No.
Hell no.
No.
Hell
Okay.
no.
Okay. You get players who, when they play, they do a bad job, and you get players who, when they play, they just don't do anything at all. Phil Jones is that guy who just doesn't do anything at all. But at least he's
Yeah.
not making it worse.
Yeah.
True. But
Right?
no one could make it worse. No one could
Yeah.
make it
Nah, no, wait. Just we're getting there. We're getting there.
All right. One matter.
I'm
Ah,
surprised
get
he's
the fuck
still
out.
like there. Like one of my favorite players. One of my favorite players in his prime. But
Yeah.
yo, that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Let's
Hey,
go,
this
let's
guy
go,
is
let's go.
sweet, dog. Like this friend of mine, bro.
I agree.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go now. Fred. I'd keep Fred.
I'd also
I'd
keep
keep
him.
Fred. I'd keep Fred, bro.
I'd also keep him.
Yeah, Fred is decent, bro. He's a decent player, you know.
especially with how bad
I like
we
his
are.
attitude as well. I also like his attitude as well. You know, he seems like
Yeah,
those guys that actually take instructions. When you tell him, please do this, he'll do it for the team, you know.
yeah.
And yeah,
There's there's
that's
that.
just
Sorry, X, can I
yeah,
just add to that? There's that,
yeah,
right? And when Fred came to England, he got so much bad press, dog. You'd think he would have dropped his head, played badly, said fingers up to Manchester, but he didn't. He kept going, you know, and I
yeah.
respect him for that. Who's next?
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. And then you, Shiva, would you take him at Liverpool?
I wouldn't take him at Liverpool, but I don't disagree with anything you guys said.
All
Bro,
right.
Shabazz not taking any of these players to Liverpool. Let's be honest. Let's be honest.
Okay,
All of these
fine.
I'll
players
take
are
De
crap.
Gea as a number 2. Come on, De Gea is
Yeah.
better than Kelleher.
You're being kind, and we appreciate it. We appreciate it. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Who's
And
next?
then Cavani.
Let him go.
Yeah, Cavani.
I think
All right.
I think last season he showed the fight and the desire that you want, but this season
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
kind of just over it.
Yeah.
Especially last
Yeah, no,
season when he
that's
came
true.
off the bench.
Yeah. Hey, this guy, yo, sway, bro. Relax. Stop hating on Fred, dog. Stop.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go. Okay, fine. Scott,
On edge.
to be honest with you, as much as I don't rate him technically, but when you talk, he's also another Fred, you know.
Yeah,
He's also
he's not
another Fred.
he's not good
Yeah,
enough, but he has the right attitude. His heart's in
Yeah.
the
exactly.
right place.
Yeah, I feel like he'd be a decent squad player. And you know, he also shows signs of leadership here and there, you know. So for
Yeah.
me, man, Scott, bro,
I,
as
I
much as
wouldn't
I don't,
take him. I wouldn't take him.
and come on, Shiva, you've got better midfielders than
But
Scott.
but look, I can admire him. He's
Yeah.
got his heart's in the right place.
All right, and then Jay Lings.
For his own good, get that man out that club. For his own good. When
Yeah.
he's not in that club, he's actually, I mean, he's not a good player, but he's that type of player who'll get your team from out of the Europa League to a team in the Europa League,
Yeah.
right?
I think Taylings is good.
Yeah. I also think he has
I
the
think he's good.
basics, you know. And that's why when he played at West Ham, you could see, man.
Yeah,
like,
that's
you
what
know,
I meant. He'll get
Yeah.
you to that level. He won't
Yeah.
get you further. He's a Europa League player. He's not a Champions League player.
Alright, cool. And then Bruno.
Keep.
Yeah, most probably he is gonna stay. I mean, he signed a new deal.
Yeah,
I
he's
just
staying.
don't
He's
agree
okay.
on the wages, bro. Like, you see, that's the thing, bro. Just to show you, I still believe that the Glazer family still have a large say. How you gonna give this man I think he's close to 300 bags a week.
He earns more than Salah.
Listen to that, bro. That for me, but anyway,
But I
got
also
money.
think it would be dumb to get rid of him.
yeah,
He's
no.
one of the players that actually cares.
Yeah, he really does. He really does care, you know.
We
But I
got
just feel
money.
like there's a lot of improvements that need to happen in this game. He reminds me of Russell Westbrook. I'm not sure if you watch basketball, Shiva, but there's this other guy. He's a stat machine, you know.
Yeah,
From a
Yeah.
statistical standpoint, he's amazing, you know. But the way
but
he
he doesn't
plays
really do
doesn't
much
win
else.
chips. That's why Westbrook, they're always on his case in the NBA world. They're like, bro, you're dropping triple doubles, but you're not winning anything. You know,
Yeah.
you're not improving your team in the way you play. You know, so look at
He's the
Lisbon. Look at
midfielder
Sporting.
version. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's the midfielder version of like a Van Nistelrooy. Like the numbers
Yeah.
will always be good, but is he
Exactly.
really carrying his weight? Although I think he does. He takes
I think he
responsibility.
does.
He takes responsibility. He wants the ball. It's just
Yeah.
he always tries to make the final pass when it's not necessary to
Necessary.
make the
You
final
see?
pass. He doesn't want to build up. He just wants get the ball into the box or let me get on the end of things. He's not.
Hero ball.
Yeah,
Bro.
yeah. But I mean,
Yeah.
you kind of it would be ridiculous to get rid of him.
Yeah.
You have to keep him.
Yeah, true.
Okay, would I take him at Liverpool? I don't think he'll fit our system. So for that reason, I'll say no. But do I think he's good enough to play for a team as good as Liverpool? I would say yes.
Yeah. But
Agreed.
you see one thing, guys, look at Sporting Lisbon. When Bruno left, they started winning leagues and they started qualifying for Champions Leagues.
Yeah.
Just saying. That's why I'm saying even with Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook, amazing individual player. Homie can dunk and do everything, but the way he plays does not win you titles. So yeah, hopefully Ten Hag can come through and say, "Hey, bro, you need to relax." Eric Bailly,
On edge. For me.
Shava.
he's been he's been good when I've seen him play.
Yeah,
I just
like this
haven't
guy,
seen him play.
even for Ivory Coast, bro. This guy's solid for his country as well, bro.
Well,
Like,
why doesn't he play?
I think him and Reinik, there must be
Well,
tension
you and I
between
are both
them
going to
Okay,
email Reinik and ask him
because
because no
okay,
one
yeah,
but
knows why he's not playing.
he
yeah,
didn't play.
because
He didn't play under Oli either. He didn't play
yeah,
that much under Jose. Like there must be a reason for it.
yeah,
I
Because when
think,
I've
I
seen him, he looks good.
yeah, I just think he lacks consistency and
yeah,
he's a liability in that Eric Bailly can cost you a penalty and get a red card, and now we're 10 men down.
yeah. But at the
Okay.
same time, when he plays well, he really plays well. That's the
Yeah,
thing
Yeah,
about
he
Bailly.
performs.
It's two extremes with him. It's either he's playing very well or ish. He does funny things, bro. Like at times he does crazy. Even in some of his injuries, bro. Like you'd be like, "What are you doing, bro? You the cause of this injury. You hurt yourself here, bro." You know. But anyway, guys, hey, let's move on to the
I
next one.
wouldn't. I wouldn't take him at Liverpool. Just uh, I wouldn't.
Yeah. CR7.
Keep.
Magahambe.
No ways. Keep.
Bro, let's talk about how we did with Ole before Ronaldo came. We were
Let's
fucking
talk about
great.
how you did yesterday without Ronaldo.
We weren't
With
gonna
Ronaldo on the
win
pitch, we're still gonna
anyway,
lose.
Shabba.
It would have been at least 4-1. Come on.
Shabba, we weren't gonna win, dog. I don't think we were
No,
gonna win.
look,
We're gonna get
look.
clobbered
I
even more.
I hear I hear about how it's Ronaldo's fault that you guys can't press, and it's Ronaldo's too big of a character, and he's dominating the dressing room. That's the guy. Like, if there's one guy that you want to build your team around, it's the guy that can win you games on his own.
But can you do it on a consistent basis? That's the thing, Shabba. You
What,
know,
dude?
it's not but it's not
Dude,
at a consistent. Like if we were playing Liverpool, I
it's been
doubt
20 years.
that.
He's been doing it for 20 years.
Right now, though, Shabba, bro. Like for me, I'm that type of fan. I'm always on that. What have you done for me lately? Like I'm that type of guy
Didn't he
when it comes
win
to
you the
sport.
game against Norwich?
Yes, but
Well, it's Norwich.
we don't need Ronaldo to beat Norwich. We need Ronaldo to beat
Clearly, you
Liverpool.
do.
No, that's the thing. Listen, your argument is that we need a
Yeah.
player like him in our dressing room to carry the team and move us forward. Games against Norwich, we should be benching Ronaldo. Ilanga should step up. Cavani should step up. When we play the Chelseas, the Cities, the Tottenhams, the Liverpools, that's when I want Ronaldo because he's got big match temperament. That's who we know Ronaldo to be.
Yeah,
I need Ronaldo to step up against Chelsea, not against Norwich. Do you get what I'm
yeah,
saying?
I just
yeah.
no, you can't look. And I'm not his biggest fan. I'm not like I don't think he's. I think he's okay. I think he's the second best player in the world, or has been over the last 10 years, and it's been media hype that's got him that make people think he's number one. But
Yeah.
guys, come on,
Nah,
like
Shiva. Have you seen
it's.
his wages? Have you seen this man's wages, bro? Because
And
that's
have you
another
seen how
issue.
much money he brings into the club? He literally pays for himself.
True.
Ay, true. Hey, Shiva, man. Damn you, Shiva.
It's just okay. Let's go back to the basics. Let's go back
Yeah.
to the basics. You need someone to win you a game.
Mm.
Who you picking?
Paul Pogba.
That's why you guys are below Arsenal in the league, because you're picking Paul Pogba.
Ah, it's fine, Shiva. It's fine. I'm with Zweli, bro. Like, let's start afresh. With me, that's I'm on that, reset. You know, Shiva. I mean, you in IT. When you
Mm.
clear a computer, dog. Yeah. That's the setting I'm on, my G, right now. And then Donny,
Keep.
same yeah. I say keep. Shiva,
I would take him at Liverpool.
yeah. Donny would ball at Liverpool, bro. Yo,
Yeah.
Donny would excel at your team, bro. Yo,
Bro,
I
Donny
mean,
would
he,
ball
I
at
don't
any of
think
the
he'd
top four
start.
teams.
I don't
yeah,
think
he
he'd
wouldn't.
start, but he'd be
It,
like, it's like how
it,
we bring in Keita all the time.
yeah,
Yeah.
He'd
I
be one
mean,
of those, and I think he'd do really well. I think
he
he'd do
would.
really well.
He would, bro. He's like, you see, Keita, for instance. Keita is still deadly when he starts for
Mm.
you guys. I mean, he scored the
Yeah.
first goal at Old Trafford. He was the one who started the riot, you know.
In
So,
5 minutes.
yeah, you see, so for me, I think
Didn't
Donny, especially with Thingy, Ten Hag coming in, Ten Hag is going to keep Donny. He's going to be like,
Yeah.
bro, let's take it back to the good old days.
Ajax.
Yeah. And then, of course, Tom Heaton. Let's not even
didn't even
discuss
know he
Tom.
still played for you guys.
Bro, you see what
Are
I'm
you
saying?
serious?
Dude, these guys are stealing for a living, some of them, eh? This is one of them. Tom. Aye. And then
Let's
Dalo's
move
ready.
on.
Ready?
Listen, this is a tough one, but
Yeah.
it's not that tough. It's like it's tough, but the below half of the toughness. I want to say Dallo has something in him, right? He just needs to be
Yeah.
unlocked. But we don't have time to wait for players to be unlocked. Right now, United hasn't been at the top for a long time. We need to be signing players that are going to step up. He hasn't stepped up. He hasn't.
Yeah,
So,
but age is on his side though, this guy.
how old is he?
Let me check his age. I'm sure he's like 23. Yeah.
Can I
So
ask
is
one
Luke Shaw.
question?
How old is he? He's 23, bro. Yeah. He's the same age as Sipo. Wow.
What's up,
1999.
Shiva?
Yeah.
He's a fullback, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
fullback.
How you get beaten on the inside as a fullback?
Yeah, you see, you are right. Defensively, hey,
Like,
this guy does look suspect.
look, it's okay, fine. You can say I'm bad defensively and I get beaten on the outside as a
Yeah.
fullback. It's not great. It's excusable. It's understandable. It's expected even with such attacking fullbacks. How you get beaten on the inside? Like,
Well,
how
I
does
think
someone,
maybe,
and you're a wing back, how does someone take you inside? Like,
yeah, I
normally
just,
if you see a fullback get destroyed, he gets taken outside and get destroyed, right? That's fine. But how you know?
yeah,
So
man.
yeah, I'll loan him because there's definitely there's
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 something.
there's something
there's
in this
something
guy.
there's something
There's something
there's
in
something.
him.
But I
Yeah,
agree, he does need to improve his IQ, especially if Ten Hag comes and he's going to be chopping and changing formations and systems. He does need to improve his IQ.
yeah. And of course, okay, there's a question for you, Shiva.
Hell
Or
no.
Renee.
No,
Yeah,
Hell
so
no.
uh, but that's
it's
just
late. It's late,
would
bro.
Ronaldo? No,
It's late, Shiva.
no. About
Don't
10
fight.
years ago you would
But
have.
that question's unfair, guys. That question's unfair.
Yeah,
Right
it's
now,
unfair.
right now, I think that the only forward who could probably step into Liverpool's first team and start is probably Mbappe. There's no one else in the world for me who I think can just walk into that team. If there is, please
It's
let me know.
it's stylistic. It's not ability. Like,
Yeah,
Agreed.
yeah, it's just
Systematic.
yeah,
Ronaldo's not gonna do what Mane or Jota or Bobby do, and he's
yeah,
not gonna play out wide at his age.
yeah. So Ish, man, hey,
Good question, though.
make
Good question.
yeah, very good
Good,
question, bro.
good question, but I think it's unfair on him.
Yeah.
I
And
wouldn't
then
take him. I wouldn't take him.
tell us,
I want to keep him.
Shiva.
I've seen this guy take some good touches, and I've seen him have some good ideas that don't come off, but
Yeah.
he's trying.
Yeah.
Um, I wouldn't take him at Liverpool, but I mean,
Yeah,
if we said Dallo has something, Tellez has a little bit more.
yeah,
Agreed.
yeah.
X,
True,
what
true.
do you think?
So, you see, your last statement, Shiva, for me is what hit the nail. You know, he has something. This guy, you
Yeah.
know that. Yeah, he really does, bro. He really does. And in a fluid system, he'd excel. He would excel. And then Tony, if it wasn't for Tony,
I'm on the
He
edge,
could,
eh?
he could. Honestly, there's an argument for all four.
yeah, yeah, you are right. There's an argument for all four, but okay, I've been reading articles. I'm not too sure if it's true, but Ten Hag rates Martial.
Yeah,
So yeah, I think from that perspective, if a coach like Ten Hag has an idea or a plan for you, and you Martial, you should, you know, be at least, have a huge sigh of relief, because
yeah,
really, right now, even at Sevilla, he's not doing that great. He starts, but as a team, I think Sevilla, like they're like an aspirin, like they're beginning to fizzle out. Like they're not the
they really
same.
are. And they
Yeah,
were
yeah.
they
They
second in
actually,
well, they were.
yeah. So yeah, I'll keep him on the edge personally. You know,
Agreed.
I
you
wouldn't take him at
Shiva,
Liverpool. I wouldn't
you
take him
take
at Liverpool.
you wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't.
All right,
I
all right.
think Shava, I think Martial, if he wants to, is probably better than Origi and Minamino. And
That's not a
probably
very high bar for if he wants to.
no, wait. Let me
Like,
let me let me let me add on to this because what I'm about to say is very controversial. But
Yeah,
I feel like Martial could play a Bobby role.
yeah, he can.
so
I
it's
think he can. I
it's
agree with you as well.
again,
He's very competent on the ball. He's got a brain in him.
He can drop
He
deep,
can link up.
one touch and then burst forward. But
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
we'll
the
never know
it's
because
the
he'll never
it's
play.
it's the Paul Pogba argument. Of course he can. He
yeah,
has the ability, and he has like if you're creating a checklist of skills, he has the skills to do it,
Yeah,
but he doesn't do it.
but he doesn't do
I,
it.
yeah,
Yeah. You know what? Can I just? I want to make a
yeah.
point. I play football, guys. A lot of people like don't realize that these guys can actually ball. They can
Yeah,
actually play football. It's
Mhm,
just that there are other individuals, there are other teams, there are other systems, there are factors outside of football. I'm looking at Mason Greenwood there. There are things that affect a
mhm.
footballer that have nothing to do with football. But all these men can play football. That's just my statement.
Yeah,
there's
Yeah,
one
let's
thing I've noticed in fan bases, when talking about players and their ability. People don't realize that the team you're playing against is also full of good footballers.
yeah,
They think that you're just playing against training dummies and that's how you can always show your skill. They don't know that the guy you're playing against also has skills that he's going to show.
yeah,
and he's trained the whole week to try and
Yeah,
stop you.
to try and
Yeah,
stop
yeah,
you.
people forget
People
that.
don't, yeah, people forget that.
Yeah,
yeah.
But
I
yeah,
don't
that's
know.
I wouldn't look. I would have taken him a few years ago when he was a bit younger,
Yeah,
because like this guy can be Thierry Henry on his day, I think.
yeah,
yeah.
Um,
I agree.
but it's a bit late now to still be talking about on his day.
yeah. And then Dean Henderson,
I'm keeping him.
likewise, I'm keeping him.
I wouldn't
Shiva
take him.
at
I wouldn't
Liverpool,
take him at Liverpool. If my options are Dean Henderson or David De Gea, I'm taking David De Gea.
of
Um,
course, man. And then
um,
Callahan, Dean Henderson.
nah, Henderson is better. Like, let's be honest,
Yeah,
Henderson is better.
Yeah,
He had a full season in the in the Premier League. But since he's been back at United, he's dropped.
hey, players just
So
yeah.
drop.
Because the senior player, David De Gea, has to play.
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah,
does
look,
Henderson represent England?
yeah, it's English.
Does he play for the English squad?
I'm
Nah,
sure he does.
he likes Pickford. This guy, man.
Isn't
Yeah,
it
this guy.
Pickford
Yeah,
then
you're
him?
right. Yeah,
Nah,
Isn't it?
nah.
is he
I'll
not
double
number
check.
two?
It's Pickford and Ramsdale now. Remember
Yes.
Ramsdale?
Yeah.
Ramsdale.
No. But before Ramsdale went to
Yeah,
Arsenal, wasn't it? Wasn't it Henderson?
It
yeah,
was Henderson.
It was
Yeah,
Henderson. Yeah, yeah,
my
yeah,
bad.
yeah.
Let's go.
All right, Sancho.
I'm keeping him.
And
Yeah,
I'm
same here.
taking him.
Yeah,
Thank
Sancho
you.
bro is gonna. Sancho for me is gonna. That's a player who, for the future, like I feel like this guy could
Yeah,
potentially even be our best player. He can be, he can be. You know, Matic.
Bye bye. Get the fuck out my club.
He's. It's not
Yeah,
because he's a bad player. It's just
yeah,
it's
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
it's
It's
time,
time.
bro.
I'm sorry.
It's time. It's time. And then Varane
Out.
out after one season, really.
He's old.
Ah,
He's
come
he's
on.
he's he's injury prone. He's not keeping up with the intensity of the game. He even said so himself. I think after 1 month, they were like, "Yo," Ola asked him, "He's like, how do you think about the Premier League?" And he's like, "It's fast." I was like, "My nigga, you shouldn't be confessing these things. You know, you should be like, I can work hard. Don't worry, coach. I'm good." But nah, it's time. Time, eh? Time, dog.
Okay. For me, I'm on the edge with them, bro. It's because it's his
Really?
first season. Look at Thiago
Damn.
Alcantara.
You're
Thiago
being
was
There's a big
criticized, and then
difference there.
no, but I'm just saying, first
I think
season same.
a fairer comparison would be someone like Cancelo.
Yeah, but Cancelo is nice though, bro.
oh,
Woo,
considered a star, bro. And I used to
woo.
hate on him. And I used to hate
Yeah,
on
Me
him
too.
hard.
I also used to hate on him.
yeah. But hey, Cancelo is nice.
Okay.
This guy, Sway, dog, like he's just abusing the
I think
See,
Varane
conversation.
would look world class playing next to Van Dijk.
You see, exactly, he
but
would.
Van Dijk makes everybody look good, man. Like Joe
Yeah.
Gomez comes on and looks good next to Van Dijk, and I don't rate Joe Gomez for shit.
Joe Gomez was England's best defender at the time.
Well, Maguire
England,
was
not,
England's best defender at the Euros, and
yeah.
that's why
So
I'm
that
keeping him.
it's
You do
endless.
you, X. You do you.
It's your show, do you, man?
I'm
Yeah, Zweli and
kidding.
I are just gonna have our chat on
Psych,
the side. You do you, bro.
psych.
You do you.
Psych. I'm just kidding, guys.
Nah, that's
I
an
no
obvious one, dog.
way. Yo, no Maguire,
If
man.
this
And
if
this,
this man was not English, he would have
yo,
been done for long ago.
yeah.
When he
I don't
signed
know.
for you guys, and when I saw Yonchu playing for Leicester, I'm like, you
Mm,
guys should have just bought Johnny Evans back. Because that's
What?
when it kind of because when he signed, I'm like, okay, no, this guy's a good defender. This
Yeah.
guy can play. He looks really good. And then I saw Yonchu play for Leicester. I'm like,
Mm,
how sure are we that it wasn't all just Johnny Evans just leading the
yeah.
line?
Yeah,
I
but
honestly
And then it's true.
yeah.
listen. I feel like United does this thing where they sell us dreams. Okay, for me, X. Remember you said this earlier. You were like, I am a bit like I don't care anymore. I really don't.
Yeah.
Because United does this thing, and it's down to their marketing, where they sell you the dream of the player we bought. I will never forget when we bought Daniel James. My boy, I thought this guy is going to change the way United plays. I saw
Yeah.
him play. I was like, who is this guy? Get him out of the club. So
I
same
mean, he
thing with
did change the
Maguire,
way United play. He did change the way you guys played.
like
You guys used to
negatively.
pass to your right wingers.
Yeah.
Go on. Good one.
Yeah.
For
As
me,
your
when
mouth, man.
Maguire, when I saw Maguire coming, I was
Yeah.
like, this is the next step. You know when players are just
Yeah.
about to peak. I thought he was
Yeah.
about to peak at my club, and unfortunately he didn't. So get him the
Yeah.
fuck out.
Yeah. No.
Also, the fact
Actually,
that he was given the captaincy is
Yo,
it
it's
says a lot
mind
about
yeah.
the
blown.
squad
It
that he
really
Yeah.
got the
does, bro.
captaincy.
And it
Like
also
it's
shows you. It just shows you that the Glazer family are still in control. Because I'm telling you
Pause.
now, if Reinik had the power to remove the armband, he would have. But I'm telling you now, guys, it's the Glazer family that's still in control. And then even with Mason, guys, yes, I'm
nah,
not gonna
no,
add him
no.
here, but on our website, Mason is still registered as
I think
a
that's
Yeah,
a
he's
legal
definitely
reason, though. I think
yeah.
that's because he's still contracted.
yeah.
And
Oh
I don't think you guys are allowed. I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but I don't think you guys have terminated his contract yet
No, we
because
nah
he
suspended
hasn't.
him.
Yeah,
nah,
but he's suspended. That's not contract
but
terminated. There's two different
Not at
things.
all.
yeah, but
Yeah, I think what they're doing is waiting for the the
Yeah,
the, the
the
case
right
to,
time.
to die down or for a verdict to be given, and then we'll see what happens. But
yeah,
if we're talking football ability,
yeah,
right? I'm not. I am against everything Mason Greenwood did. I think he's a horrible human being. Shouldn't have done any of the shit that he did. But
mm,
if we're talking football ability, I'm keeping him.
Yeah. Likewise, but Shavas taking Mason at Liverpool.
No.
What?
Yeah,
Uh,
you
I
kept.
I can't I can't look past what he did.
Okay,
I
Fair,
can't.
fair,
I can't.
fair.
It's
But then you can't look past what Ronaldo did.
because Ronaldo also. Yeah,
Ronaldo also
Shavas.
had a few. Ronaldo also had a few, but I didn't say I was taking him. He's
No, I
okay
know,
for
I
you
know,
guys.
I know. I'm
Look,
just
Yeah.
saying.
it's
I
it's
think
also it's also why I'm so lenient with Rashford, right? Because like you want that guy in your squad.
that good guy, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
But for me,
do. I'm not.
I think, yeah, yeah,
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just gonna leave Mason where he is, bro. Like I'm not
Yeah.
I
gonna
agree.
make us
I
have a
agree.
discussion about him.
I
And
want to
yeah,
go back. I want to go back just one topic. I know we're out
yeah,
of time. Just one topic. I want to ask both of you. I know Cheval, you're a Liverpool supporter. X, you know how much I hate slash love our team. But who
yeah.
would you guys give the armband to at Manchester United?
I'd give it to David De Gea, personally, because I feel like he's been acting like our captain all along. Whenever we lose, it's him who's having press conferences. I mean,
Yeah,
he even called out Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He's like, "Hey man, these guys don't do anything in gym. Just go
Is that
tell Ole."
is that not why he lost the captaincy?
He did. He was
he did.
honest.
Yeah,
He was honest, bro, and that's part of the reasons why he lost it. And for me, I respect people who are honest, bro. Like just be
yeah,
say you see like how Ranick was like against Everton when we lost to Everton is like we lost to a team that conceded 3 goals against Burnley. You know, it's honesty, dog. So it
but
just
I
shows
agree.
you where we are. Yeah,
Do you remember I sent you a video on De Gea's interview
yeah, you did,
a while back.
you did, yeah,
Um
like
I
yeah, like
don't
last week.
remember what he said. I don't remember who you guys played, but I remember my takeaway from that interview was how is this guy not your captain?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree, guys.
Uh,
The reason why I asked that question is because earlier on we were speaking about how Henderson is like the trigger. He is
Yeah.
the heartbeat of Liverpool. How do we look at our leader who is a cardiac arrest and think we're going to work around this individual? I think people downplay how important a captain is at a team. Um,
Mhm.
and I like I said earlier, guys, I play football. I'm never gonna look at one player out of 11 and say it's your fault that we lost. The ball should never be at the back for Harry Maguire to deal with in the first place. But a lot of like aspects of the game can be turned towards him, like quality of the touch, pushing us forward when that we've conceded, stepping up. I mean, Maguire, like, there's games where I've seen Maguire score a goal, and I'm like, that's my captain. And then the next time he gives away a foul, free kick, goal, gives away a corner, loses the
Yeah.
ball. And you see small things like that. So that's why
Mm.
I asked this question. Very interesting to know. I agree with you both, by the way, that David De Gea should be our
Yeah.
captain.
De Gea
And
should.
yeah, I'm very. It's very interesting to see what's going to happen to Manchester United in the next however long Eric Ten Hag comes. I can't wait to see what happens.
Yeah, same here, bro. And as well, I plead with United fans to be patient, guys. You
Stand
know,
by your new manager.
no, but we just need to be patient, bro. Like we can't just now jump to conclusions and say, hey, because we're losing here, maybe we're losing against the Southampton. This guy does not know what he's doing. We have to give, especially a guy like Ten Hag, who's his Ajax team, with the peanuts that he gets. He managed to build a team that reached the semifinals of the Champions League, and even in the Champions League, Ajax are a good side. They're a solid side.
After losing like half their players,
Exactly, they're
respect,
still solid,
respect.
and players like Haller. Sorry, is it Haller?
Yeah,
No, Sebastian
yeah,
Haller.
Yeah.
Look at
yeah.
him, bro. I mean, to score 10 group stage goals, bro, and you were struggling at
Amazing.
West Ham, bro. Say
Yeah,
Tadic is another one. Tadic, I was like, wow, this guy. When he left Southampton, I was like, it's over for him. And then look now. I mean, in Europe, he's playing very well. So
You guys
yeah.
have to
no,
realize though, it's
yeah,
gonna get worse before it gets better.
Of
That's
yeah,
course.
what happened with us. Like after a month or so, people were like, "This Jurgen Klopp guy, is he really all that. And I'm like, just
Mhm.
Wusa. Because you see that the players are now enjoying their football and
Yeah.
that you're not getting the results, but you're seeing positivity. You feel like you can support your team again.
Yeah.
Um, and then it gets better.
Yeah.
It's
No,
not a
that's true.
magic. It's not. We're not City where you just go buy everyone, best manager, put them all together. They'll figure it out. I mean, you guys tried that. The best that gets you is top 4.
Yeah.
It doesn't get you trophies.
Yeah, that's true. That's so true, Shiva, bro. Like, yeah, you've hit the nail on the head. And yeah, guys, I feel like, yeah, we way past the time, but it was a fun conversation, a
It
very
was good.
Yes,
interesting
sir. Yes,
conversation.
sir.
You know, guys, thank you so much for availing yourselves. Guys, please like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel, help a brother out. This is
Do all
Easy
of the
Sport,
above.
and we out. Peace,
Later.
Jen.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.